The Full Circle. With DC.
And a very, very, very good day, everybody. My name is DC. I am the host of The Full Circle, a podcast where we link songs together with the last song linking to the first song, hence completing the full circle. Now, I'm going to be completely straight. I am tired. I have just finished a set of nights and I thought, hey, let's do a show. I thought it would be funny, it'd be clever, it would be wise, it'd be like, whoa, let's do something a bit different, let's do something like that. And oh my goodness, I don't know. But yes, I am doing a show which is me post nights. I was thinking, oh, do I just not edit it? Do I keep it completely unedited? But no, I think I might have to edit things out depending on what I say or depending on what happens. So it's still a full circle, but I am just a little bit more cranky, a little bit more like I need to get some rest. And I probably should have planned this better. No, nothing to do with guest cancellations or anything like that. I can reassure you, for legal reasons, nothing to do with that. It's just me and timings. The timings, I've been on nights and then I'm on nights next week. And yeah, it just means that I've just had this difficult period of recording episodes. And so I'm recording this post nights and I might be a bit all over the place and I apologize about that, but I'm going to try and keep it as succinct because I want to get some rest. And I'm sure you guys don't want to just hear me yapping on and on about things. Oh, actually, maybe you do. That's the whole point of podcast, isn't it? I just realized. But anyway, you know what I mean. It's a Friday morning. There's a bit of noise around. So forgive me if you hear the noises. Hopefully I can remove it post-edit. I'm going to probably listen to this and be like, why did I do this? Anyway, this is what we're going to try and do. So we're going to do the full circles. I've done a full circle. And the way I've done the full circle is that there's songs that I like that are a bit more chill. There's songs that I like to hear on nights when I'm maybe just trying to write up my notes and things like that, or on the way to work, because I don't want to be, or on the way back from work, because I don't want to be too like elevated. I mean, the issue I have now is I'm recording a show, the adrenaline's absolutely flowing, so I don't know I'm going to get much rest after this, which is fine. But to be fair, I finished a set of nights. I don't like resting during the day because that's a tip. I would advise you not to go to sleep after a night shift during the day if you can, and then just either get an early night or just wait and then hopefully your body clock back to normal. Because is there anyone here that does do night shifts? If you're listening and you're doing a night shift, comment saying night shift going. So we're going to do a full circle. We're going to answer some Would You Rathers. I liked the way that Abby and I did the Would You Rather lives. So what I ended up doing, I ended up just writing 10 bands and I randomly selected them against each other and who would I rather see live. I thought that was quite cool. So I thought that was a good way to do things. And then we are going to do a feature that I haven't done and I didn't think I was going to bring it back, but it's a bit of a different thing. So I thought this was clever. Before I was doing my shifts, I was like, hey, let's do this. So what I'm going to try and do a food challenge, which is fine. It's not dangerous, but also see if I can, I don't think it's going to happen, but also see if I can break the Guinness World Record. Now, I don't think it's going to happen for a lot of reasons, and I'd explain all the reasons when we come to it. And I thought what I'd also do, so I am a psychiatry doctor, okay? So I deal with people in A&E in my local area where I work who require treatment, or we're concerned about them to the point that are we thinking they're allowed to be discharged or not? Do they need to come into hospital? But I still have some physical health knowledge, and I thought, why not do a BuzzFeed quiz on basic physical health knowledge? And considering a post-night state, will I do well? Now, I want to reassure you that I am a mental health doctor, but I also do physical health issues, and I am sleep deprived. So if it does go not very well, please forgive me. Okay, let's begin with the first song And the first song I'm going to go for is by an artist who I absolutely love. So just an FYI, I know that normally a lot of the songs are a bit more in the rock category. There are some still in the rock category in this one, but there's also some that aren't. And I like mixing up in the full circle. I like different genres. I don't always like using the same genres. I think it's important to listen to different genres and be diverse and just hear about lots of different songs and lots of different, from different backgrounds, different cultures. But anyway, the first one, Fella, Afterglow. What a tune. What an absolute tune that is. My goodness. So good. I just think it's such a good song. I heard it years ago when it was first released, 2008, would it have been? Absolute tune from the album Fallen Light. Love Fella. Seeing him live, so good. And it's so chill, so calm. Just a beautiful song to just hear if you're just doing some work or if you're just chilling or just getting ready for bed. It's just so calm and so soothing and just so relaxing. So Fella, Afterglow, the first song on the full circle. How does that link to the second song? We'll go straight into it, might as well. So Afterglow is a song by Ed Sheeran as well. And interestingly enough, just a fun fact, Fella has a song called Tides and Ed Sheeran has a song called Tides as well. So they both clearly like the same song titles. Anyway, I'm not suggesting either of those Ed Sheeran songs. Tides is a good song, Afterglow, meh. But the song I'm choosing for the second song for the full circle is Celestial by Ed Sheeran. Really, really cool song. Who's a fan of Pokemon? I love Pokemon. I've loved it growing up. I play Pokemon TGC Pocket. That's so fun. Play Pokemon Go as well. I don't do that as much anymore, but really good song. And it was featured in a Pokemon film when it was released in 2022. So first song, Fella, Afterglow, check that one out. And that links to Ed Sheeran, Celestial, which is the second song of the full circle. Straight on to Would You Rather? Now here's a little behind the scenes. I don't actually listen to the theme whilst doing the feature because it's just too much effort then to import it and then play in the background. I used to do that when it was a live show. This is the sort of stuff that you probably don't care about, do you? This is the sort of stuff that I'm talking about now and you're probably thinking, what are you on about, Deb? Who cares? Anyway, Would You Rather? A game where we make two tough choices. Now this one is a live one, so which bands would I rather see live? So there's 10 bands in total, 2 choices for each one, so 5 questions, 2 bands. Does that make sense? In my night deprived state, it sounds like my sleep deprived state. It sounds like it does make sense, but I'm not certain. Anyway, would you rather see Fall Out Boy live or Soft Play live? Oh, that's tough. That's so tough. They're both very, very good, aren't they? Fall Out Boy have been going around for years. They're incredible. I remember seeing them at Download in 2014. That was fun. Just before Linkin Park that year. That was fun. And then saw them 10 years later do their headline, do their little Eras tour, which Abby and I spoke about before on the show. That was fun. Really, really good fun. And I've seen them in arenas and I've seen them in intimate venues as well. So yeah, they have been really fun live and they're a band that I've known for years. Soft Play, I've really only gotten into them in the last couple of years, maybe even the last year. Since then I've become a massive fan. Heavy Jelly, what an album. Saw them at Glastonbury, seen them at the Underworld, seen them at another low-key show in Brixton, and then they did this pop-up show or this free show in conjunction with Adidas Carnaby, because they're known to wear Adidas in previous album settings, and they released their own little trainers as well, which says Soft Play, so that's cool. And that was a really, really fun show as well, and yeah, really, really enjoyed that. I think I'm gonna go for Fall Out Boy. And the only reason I say that is because with Soft Play, I've really gotten into Heavy Jelly and I do like their older stuff. But I think with Fall Out Boy, I'd love to just hear some other songs of theirs that they haven't performed live. I would love them. I mean, we'd all love it, wouldn't we? If they did a From Under the Cork Tree or Infinity on High tour, that would just be incredible. It'd be like the Green Day American Idiot Dookie tour, wouldn't it? It'd be like, oh my goodness, that would be just wow. And that would be tough to get. And I actually wonder, what are your thoughts on people doing these album tours? Because I know some bands, I've heard some bands are really anti it, because then it's like, oh, we're an older band, we shouldn't, this nostalgia, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, I think nostalgia works. And I think that's probably why I've gone for Fall Out Boy. Nostalgia. Second one. Again, this is a randomizer, so I just got the 10 bands and I randomized them all, and then these two. There's no like, oh, I've chosen these two against each other. I thought I'd do it like that because it could be either or for any of them. So the next one is, would you rather see Red Hot Chili Peppers live or President live? It's so similar to the other question, isn't it? Red Hot Chili Peppers or President, Fall Out Boy soft play, new, old. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I've loved them. They are one of my favourite bands, if not my favourite band. I love the majority of their albums. They have such a special place in my heart, and they're one of the bands that I've said that they don't care about doing these sorts of album shows, tours, but I would love it if they did By the Way in full or Californication in full. I suspect they'd struggle doing Stadium Arcadium in full, seeing as that's 28 songs. Or if they just did a set list just of their B-sides, it would be incredible. President, they're great, aren't they? I mean, I did a giveaway for them. They were so good at the garage. Well, who's seeing them next year? We're seeing them in Kentish Town. Fun. They don't have many songs, do they? Their show was only half an hour when we saw them before, and I suspect the show will probably be about an hour when we see them. Chili's, they've got a lot more songs. So again, just thinking about that, thinking about songs, and the thing that Chili's do, which I love, is that they change their set list. So you won't get the same set list of any of their shows, and that is so good about them. And I think that's why I'm going to go for Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I've no disrespect to President, no disrespect. And I've realised this, I've made this really hard for myself. Okay, next one. Would you rather see Bring Me the Horizon live or Enter Shikari live? Oh my goodness. Ed Shikari have loved the boys from the very, very beginning, from Take to the Skies to Kiss for the Whole World. It has been an incredible journey. And if they ever come on this show, if they ever come on the Full Circle, seriously, I would be overjoyed. Bring Me the Horizon. Now, I've got a confession. I wasn't their biggest fan from the beginning. I didn't get into them straight away. In fact, I remember, I don't know if I should admit this, but when I sat download, it's Fall Out Boy, Bring Me the Horizon, Linkin Park, and I remember seeing Bring Me the Horizon, I didn't think much of it. Did not think much of it. Probably the band I've done a complete 180 on. I heard That's the Spirit, just so incredible. I know they changed their sound, I know it annoyed some people, but it elevated them. And then actually, I then got into their older stuff a bit more. Like Sempiternal now for me is so good. What an incredible album Sempiternal is. And they, I don't know, what would I rather? Bring Me the Horizon or Enter Shikari? This is the thing, because then I've really loved That's the Spirit, Ammo I really love, Posthuman, all of them, Next Gen, Survival, all of them have been so good. I even really love the lo-fi stuff. That album they released this year, that lo-fi, but that Kingslayer Chill one is just so chill. I should have chosen this one, the songs for Full Circle, I haven't. I'm gonna go for, this is tough, because Ed Shikari, I just love the boys. The thing about Ed Shikari at the moment is their set list. I hope they change it up, because I really want them. There's so many songs that I want. I really want them to do Marionettes Part 1, Part 2. I really want to do that live. There's a YouTube version of that they do live, which is just incredible. I really want them to do that live. I think I am going to go for Enter Shikari. I saw them both at Leeds this year. Enter Shikari, my boys. They are so good. Bring Me the Horizon were just incredible. They are incredible. But I think it's just nostalgia, isn't it? I really am just going for nostalgia. I really am. Oh, that's tough. What would you have gone for? Right, next one. Sleep Token or 21 Pilots? That is tough. 21 Pilots. I mean, have you heard their new album, Breach? Fun. Really good album. City Walls. What a tune that is. What a tune. Is it better than Clancy? I don't know. Like, recency bias made me think it is, but I don't know. There's something about Clancy which is so good, isn't it? So good. But Breach is decent. Sleep Token, man. They were a band I actually got into during nights. So sometimes during nights you might have, like, I'd have a break and I like to just listen to music. I like to just wind down and listen to Sleep Token during my nights, and I really got into them. This is 2021. And that was fun. I had listened to them before actually, and I hadn't got the hype as much, but then completely get the hype now. Even in Arcadia, dare I say it, not my complete favourite. I think the first 3 albums are absolutely incredible, and even Arcadia is decent. I think Sleep Token, 21 Pilots, that gig this year is one of the best gigs of the year. This is tough. This is so tough. I have chosen these really hard would you rathers. 21 Pilots. Oh man, that is so hard. Okay, last one. Don Broco or Linkin Park. Don Broco, we've spoken about him so much. I've spoken about him so much. Do you know what? There's no denying that I speak about people who I want to get on the show. There is no chance. There's no chance I'm getting. Okay, let's go through all of. Let's before we do it, let's go through all of this and see the likelihood of me getting them on the show. So Don Broco, I love. I think they're so good. Their new stuff is so good. Cellophane, what a tune. Disappear, so good. Hype Man, really good. Linkin Park though, man. I mean, yeah, I find it disgusting the amount of people that hate on the band now because of the lineup change. I think no, it's not your decision. Look, Chester was an incredible singer. It's an incredible singer. I love him. I was absolutely distraught when he died. Emily, completely different, has changed they haven't really changed their style, but it's changed the way the band sounds in terms of the vocals, and she is doing a great job. And From Zero is an incredible album. It's Mike's band. It's Mike Shinoda's band. He is the one that created Linkin Park. He is the brains behind it all. And I think he deserves to continue the band. If he wants to continue, it's his call. So I think for those that call them a cover band, or for those that scoff on it, I think respectfully, do one. I'm going to go for Linkin Park. They're just my favourite band. They're one of my favourite bands. Them and Chili's, they've always been my 2 favourite. If you told me who your 2 favourite bands, it'd be Red Hot Chili Peppers and Linkin Park. So now let's go through these 10 acts and see how likely it is for me to get them. So Fall Out Boy, I mean, no chance I'm getting Fall Out Boy. Soft Play, there's a possibility, isn't there? There's a possibility I can get Soft Play on there, but they're getting bigger, and I think, would they want to come on the show? I don't know, potentially. Red Hot Chili Peppers, not a chance, not an absolute chance. President, I don't think they can, because they're anonymous. So I don't think they're going to come on the Full Circle. I think if it wasn't for the anonymity, because of what they're doing and because they're headlining smaller venues, they might have gone for the more DIY shows. So that potentially could have been if it wasn't a anonymous band. Otherwise, it makes coming on a podcast pretty silly. Unless I blurred the image, or he had his mask on and I muted the audio. I mean, I suspect the amount of requests podcasts would have asked for him would have been so high for them, would have been so high. Sleep Token, again, similar, very similar for them. 21 Pilots, not a chance. Bring Me the Horizon, I was thinking this, I was like, yeah, they're absolutely massive, but would they consider it? Probably not. Enter Shikari, yeah, I reckon they could, right? I reckon they could. If anyone's listening to this and knows Ed Shikari and likes the Full Circle, let them know. Give them a nod. Be like, hey, DC would love to have you on the show, because I would love to have them. I'd love to speak to I'd love to speak to all of them. Rory C, Chris, I'd love to speak to all of them. Don Broco, again, potential with Don Broco, but they're getting bigger. But I think Rob would be keen. Linkin Park, no chance. I mean, that would be like, seriously, if I got Mike Shinoda on the show, that is, I would say the show is complete. The show is complete. I have completed the show. I don't think I can really do much else apart from that. I think if I had Mike Shinoda on the show is complete. Anyway, just some fantasy there. It's like when you think about winning the lottery, isn't it? What do you do when you win all that money? It's just the same thing. Like, what do you do if you had a guess on? All right, some tough would you rather questions. How does the second song, Ed Sheeran, Celestial, link to the third song? Ed Sheeran performing at the CBS Arena, the Coventry Building Society Arena, later this year in December. Another artist that has performed there is Red Hot Chili Peppers, and a slow song of theirs, a fun song, a nice song, was Slow Cheetah by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Jay Sanchez, shout out to Jay Sanchez, boom, 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 boom. And I did a song when we did this Full Circle as a uni show, when we did it live. And I think we did, we did Slow Cheetah live. I swear I recorded it. I swear there should be a video of it somewhere, but I can't find it at all. And I'd love to find that and play it and maybe share it again. That was fun. Jay with the guitar, the tambourine, and yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. So the third song, Red Hot Chili Peppers' Slow Cheetah from the incredible album, Stadium, Arcadium. Next feature. Now this, I don't know if it's going to be good. I'm going to try and record this for the socials. You can see that I'm a little, well, you won't see, but I might be looking a little bit worse for wear. But anyway, let's see if I can do this. It is the return of the food challenge. It is the return of the food challenge. Nothing dangerous. Now, the Guinness World Record has the most marshmallows caught by mouth in 1 minute as 58. Now, what I didn't realise was that there was 2 people doing this. So what they would do is they would fling it at the other person and they would catch it in their mouth. Now, I am going to recreate this by myself. Now, these are vegan soft marshmallows because I'm staying safe. Now, I don't even know there's 58 in here. I would be happy if I can get half that. Seeing as it's only me, if I can get half that, I reckon that's close to world record territory, thinking about it. This is also going to be my breakfast because we've just finished a night shift. 1 minute on the clock. Oh, it smells nice, you know? Okay, I haven't practiced, so this could go horribly wrong. I'm just going to throw it in here. Now, I know if you're listening to this, you're probably like, what is this rubbish? So forgive me, okay? Forgive me. Now, this might go horribly. Okay, here we go. Okay, 1 minute on the clock. Go. Oh, God. Oh, no, one. 1, 2, 2, and 3, 2. Oh. Oh, God. 20 seconds. That doesn't count. Oh. No, the 1, 4, 5. Time's up. So I managed to get 5 marshmallows in my mouth in 1 minute. So in short, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible, wasn't it? Absolutely terrible. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be my breakfast. Oh goodness. Hopefully I haven't made any stains. This is going to be my breakfast, I think. So in short, I have not broken the Guinness World Record for most marshmallows in the mouth in a minute. In fact, I wasn't even 10% there. I think I had, 58 was the total number. I did 5. That was a fail. Let me know whatever challenges you'd like me to do, which could be a Guinness World Record. Oh, that was terrible, wasn't it? That was absolutely terrible. God, I don't know what that looked like on the video. That could have been awful. That could have been absolutely awful. Oh my God. What have I done? Why did I do that? Embarrassing. Nothing to do with music. This is what, they were nice marshmallows. Do you know what? They were really nice marshmallows. I'll give them that. Really, really nice marshmallows. Oh dear, this show is a bit of a disaster, isn't it? It's a bit of a disaster. I'm sorry. I'm post-night, 2 solo shows in a row. I mean, come on. You low-key like the solo shows, don't you? I can see the numbers. No, I know you don't. Okay. Red Hot Chili Peppers' Slow Cheetah. How does that link to the 4th song? So, Red Hot Chili Peppers headlined Reading in 2007. They've also headlined later, but I'm thinking about the time they headlined 2007, when they would have been touring the Stadium Arcadium. Another band that were there on the same day as them was Panic at the Disco. And they have got such a lovely ballad. They've got really good ballads. They've got one called Dying in LA, but I think the one that I really, really enjoy is End of All Things. So the 4th song is Panic at the Disco, End of All Things. I know some people get put off by the auto-tune on that album, but I don't know. I just think it's so good. Last feature, and like I say, this could be embarrassing. This could be embarrassing, but it's a basic medical quiz. How much basic medical knowledge do you have? Below are 12 trivia questions that the average first responder, nurse, or medical student would easily know the answer to. Easily. So I should know these. So play along at fun. Okay. What is the main dietary restriction for patients with celiac disease? Gluten-free, dairy-free, low carb, or vegan? Most of you probably will know this. Gluten-free will be the answer. Yay. What is the I haven't looked through these questions. Maybe this is a bit too easy. What is the medical term for high blood pressure? Bradypnea, and I'll just tell you what they all are actually. Bradypnea is where you're not breathing and where you're not breathing enough. Hypertension, hypoglycemia, reduced sugar, or tachycardia, your heart rate's gone up. Okay, hypertension. What type of medication is used to reduce fever? Antihistamine, antidepressant, beta blocker, antipyretic. Antipyretic. Yep. Okay, maybe this is too easy. What does SOB stand for in medical terms? And I can assure you that it's not a cough. Sudden onset blues, shortness of breath, or signs of bronchitis. SOB, shortness of breath. What is the normal range for adult blood pressure? And the way that they do it, you might see it, is they'll write the first blood pressure bit and then the second blood pressure, and then they'll give the units as well. The units is mmHg. And I might as well just say the first unit is the systolic blood pressure, and then the second unit is the diastolic blood pressure. So the options are 98 over 140, 145 over 95, 120 over 80, or 180 over 110. No, so the top one is definitely the one you'd be like, whoa. And the bottom one, 180 over 110, is probably too high. 145 over 95 is high as well, but it's on that border. And it's something that you could get if you see a doctor. You can get white coat syndrome, is where you actually get a bit nervous about seeing a doctor. And then because of that, your blood pressure goes up. But the normal range, the normal target for most people would be 120 over 80. And that's correct. Okay. What vein is commonly used for IV insertion in the arm? The cephalic vein, the median cubital vein, the radial vein, and the basilic vein. So the cubital fossa is where we normally try and do cannulation. I haven't done that in a little while, but the median cubital vein will be the answer for that. What is the normal range for adult respiratory rate? Now, it should say what's the normal range for adult respiratory rate at rest, because, you could be working out and it could be bit higher. 40 to 50 breaths per minute, 25 to 35 breaths per minute, 4 to 8 breaths per minute, or 12 to 20 breaths per minute. So I'd be concerned if it's 40 to 50 and 25 to 35. And if it's 4 to 8, that would also be a concern. So it's 12 to 20 breaths per minute is the normal range for an adult. Yep, correct. What is the most common site for taking an adult pulse? The radial artery, the carotid artery, the jugular vein, or the femoral artery? Now, where do you guys take your pulse? I guess the majority of you probably do it on your wrist, right? Now, the carotid artery is your neck, and you can do that as well. And you will, and as doctors, we will have to do that in certain situations. And also the femoral artery as well, you can. But the most common site would be your wrist, which is the radial artery, which is correct. What is an EKG used to measure? Wow, well, that's an American term. So EKG isn't what I would say. I'd say ECG. But what's that used to measure? Electrical activity in the heart, brainwave patterns, oxygen capacity in the lungs, or blood sugar levels? Well, that's the heart. What is the main purpose of the Glasgow Coma Scale? Measuring fluid in the lungs, assessing consciousness level, checking O2 levels, O2 saturation levels, or measuring pain level? So it's consciousness. It's score 15. The minimum score you can get is 3, which is essentially completely unconscious. And the majority of people would be 15 out of 15. So let's see if that's correct. That is correct. Yay. Which organ is primarily responsible for detoxifying drugs and alcohol in the body? Small intestine, liver, pancreas, or gallbladder? You probably know too much alcohol, it can lead to our liver not working as well. It can lead to liver damage. It can lead to liver shrinking, aka cirrhosis, and permanent damage. So the answer is liver. Finally, this has got to be American. Finally, what does NPO mean in a medical context? I have never heard of NPO. On my life, I've never heard of NPO. Not passing olfactors, can't smell. Nil per os, nothing by mouth. No patient orders, can't discharge. New post-operation, new patient. Nothing by mouth, nil by mouth is something that we say in the UK, NBM. So I wonder if NPO is that. So let's go for nil per os, nothing by mouth. Yeah, 12 out of 12. I scored 100% better of all other quiz takers. Yay. I mean, proof that I am still okay. I mean, I would not. I think I would struggle to do my usual shift now, let alone a physical health shift. Oh my goodness, if I had to work, I mean, I haven't done a physical health, because this is the thing, we all have different specialties. So some people, will be surgeons, some people medics, pediatrics, and then in the medical world, we'll differentiate more. In pediatrics, we'll differentiate more. And psychiatry as well, we differentiate. We do general, old, forensic, learning disability or intellectual disability, child and adolescent. I'm sure there's others as well, psychotherapy. And yeah, like it's tough. It's tough. Once you're in your specialty, it's tough to then do that. So 12 out of 12. So you can trust me. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Oh. I'm glad that I got 12 out of 12 there. And I did that in my personal state. It was that last one, that NPO, because because we don't use that. We use NBM. So yeah, so I'm okay. Panic at Disco, End of All Things. How does that link to the last song? So Panic at Disco co-headline Reading Elise in 2018. Another band that same year, a band called Creeper. Now Creeper, my partner Abby, she loves them. Me, I don't mind them. There was a song, Poisoned Heart, though. That is so good. I really like that. So Poisoned Heart, the final song on the Full Circle. How does that link to Fella, Afterglow? Because they are very different, aren't they? They are very, very different. Tenuous. Creeper have a song called Ghost Brigade, a standalone that was released on my birthday in 2022. Another artist that has a song with the word ghost in the title is Fella with Ghost Theory, hence completing the Full Circle. Thank you so much. I'm going to give myself a marshmallow. Sorry, I just read that. Probably not going to like that. Nice. That's my breakfast. That's legitimately my breakfast. I better finish this off. Hang on. Thank you so much to everyone that listens to this. I just also want to say thank you to Jay Hurley from Hacktivist. I didn't thank him previously. He is incredible. He is genuinely now a friend of mine. Like, he's such a nice guy, so humble. And I really hope you enjoyed the show with him. Check it out if you haven't. And there's other musicians who I've done it with: Dan Winter Bates, Frank Turner, Jamie Lemon. Just so good. They're also different in their own ways. I love it. I am recording more shows with musicians down the line. That's an exclusive. That's a Full Circle exclusive. I just want to say this. I want to say thank you to everyone that supports the show. Thank you to everyone that listens. Thank you to everyone that follows the Full Circle Instagram page, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. There's a lot of podcasts. There are a lot of podcasts. And the fact that you choose this one makes me so happy. The honest truth is that I brought it back just on a whim. I did it as a radio show. I brought it back as a whim, just to challenge myself, just to see what I enjoy. And the editing sucks, but this bit I absolutely love. I never expected the show to be with musicians, but it's turned into that. And as much as I love interviewing musicians, I don't want it to just be about that. So I also want my mates on. I also want solo shows. I also want others on. And thank you so much to everyone that listens. Thank you so much to everyone that's been a guest. Thank you so much to everyone is supporting the show in any way. If you have a chance and you can just comment on the show, rate it, share it with someone else who you think might enjoy it, please do. No obligation, of course, but it just allows the message to spread, and it might just allow these guests that I want, like Enter Shikari. That would just be a dream of mine on the show, and I hope you guys enjoy it. That's all I care about, really. I care about you guys enjoying it, because I can just talk to myself without a microphone if I needed to. Although that would, yeah, maybe not, but you know what I mean. I really hope you enjoy it, and I really hope you enjoy the journey. I know, like I say, there's so many podcasts out there and so many other incredible shows doing their own thing. And I'm glad to be part of the community. And thank you to everyone that messages me, that supports me, that listens. It means so much. And yeah, thank you. Thank you again. I stayed safe. I did stay safe with my vegan marshmallows. So just remember this. Stay safe. Don't eat beef.